What's up, guys? How y'all doing? It's your boy Ty, and I appreciate you guys coming to check us out on the podcast. Today, I got Sandra back with me again.
Hello.
What's up? What's up? We appreciate Sandra coming. Always appreciate Sandra coming to the podcast. Make sure you guys check her out at Generational Ministries. Of course, that's the sister podcast, and she is awesome with everything that she does on that podcast. So make sure you guys check her out. Today, we just want to talk about something that, can help motivate people or inspire people. So today, we're going to talk about, what do you do when you are having a bad day? When nothing in life is going right, your job is stressing you out, at home is not going right. What do you do when you're just having a bad day?
When you wake up, say.
When you wake up and you're just having a bad day, because everyone knows stress. I feel like I was talking about this at work the other day. I say, every job has stress with it. No matter where you at, everything is not always sunshine and rainbows.
They had war in heaven, so
yeah. So I feel like you got stress, and to me, I balance stress out okay, you got a level of stress, which means you really care about something, and maybe you're having a problem with it. If you let that problem just keep building up, and you're not really solving it, you're gonna get stress, and then you're gonna have to carry that load of that stress. To me, what kind of balances out when that load get too heavy, I kind of gotta not worry about it too much. It's gonna be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
For example, at work, it's just work. Yeah. All right. It might not have been going right today, but it's just work. Tomorrow, you got a different day. You can try it again, but don't let it. I try not to let it pour over into your daily life. For example, that's just work. So I like to say you got the stress of you really care about something, but then you gotta, to keep your sanity, you just gotta let it go. Okay.
I hear you, Ty. I like to say it like this, and I heard this years ago. It's not mine, but I heard it. It said, "Don't sweat the small stuff.
Don't sweat it."
And it's all small stuff. And I say that because on August the 23rd, 2022, we found our sister passed away in her bed. And that really reinforced my thought that it's all small stuff, because she left everything here. I'm sure she had plans to go to work that day. She had a son that was finishing college. We were planning a Labor Day picnic. But she left it all behind. So in looking at it that way, it's all small stuff, because it really actually doesn't matter. Now, also, not to take up the whole thing, but I feel like these are the things that we do when we are anxious. We're worrying about tomorrow. We don't have tomorrow yet. When we're depressed, we worried about what happened yesterday. That's gone. So let's just worry, I wouldn't say worry, but let's just try to stay in the present. And what I do with my stress, I compartmentalize it. Say I have to go to the doctor Thursday. Well, why think about that? Today is Sunday. Why do I need to think about that now? Wait till Thursday, at the very least Wednesday night. A bill you gotta pay. I get paid once a month. So why would I worry about all those bills the first of the month? Just take that to the side until whatever, like the 15th, and deal with that then. Because a lot of things we worry about never happens.
Worry. Yeah, a lot of things we worry about. I think worry can really, stress you out. Just the fact of not something actually happening, but just you are worried about this. Again, I keep going back to the job, but I hear my old supervisor used to say this all the time. Oh, they gonna fire me. Oh, every day he would say, they're gonna fire me. They're gonna fire me. Oh, the day they might. So he's so stressed and worried about they're gonna fire him. But I worry. I don't want to get fired, but I don't worry about it to the point that every day I'm stressed out about getting fired.
Maybe they should have fired him. Put him out his misery.
He retired, and he didn't say that anymore. Of course, he's retired and chilling. But every day he was like, "You're gonna get me fired by doing this. You're gonna get me fired by doing." That was his go-to whenever a worker or something was doing wrong. And of course, I took his position. I didn't use those same tactics, but that was his thing for everything. "Oh no, you messed this up. I'm gonna get fired about that." So he always was on the edge of, "Oh man, I'm about to get fired. They're gonna mess me up and get fired." But again, I go back to like, I know my value.
Yes.
I know my value, and because I know my value, I'm not stressed.
Exactly.
So I do think people need to, actually step back and take a breath and know like what you got going on. For example, right now I'm talking about work, so I'm talking about my value at work, but in life. So if something isn't going right, you still gotta step back, take a breath, and say, "I'm still blessed.
That's
my life has a lot of value." So yeah, this might have happened to me today. I might have wrecked my car, and I don't have a means of transportation right now because I wrecked my car, but I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm not gonna let this one small thing, like you said, Sandra, just drain me so bad.
Take all of your energy.
Because just think about the people that, I know, touchy topic, but think about the people that commit suicide. They probably think everything in their life is going so wrong that, there's no way out.
Yeah, I often think about if they could just get past that moment. I think
they would
still be here.
Don't sweat the small stuff, because at the end of the day, I don't really know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know anyone that isn't loved by someone. Everyone is loved by someone, and I don't think they really think about the fact in that moment. I've never been there, of course, but I don't think they think about in that moment that they are, "Oh no, okay, this is bad, but you know what? I'm still loved. And I'm still loved.
Here. I can make a different choice."
Just like the podcast we did previously.
Yes.
It's never too late. And all right, one of the things I do like to do is I like to meditate. If things are going wrong, I just need a little break. All right, cool. Let me think about everything I got going on in my life, everything that is good, every blessing that I do have. When I actually stop, take a breath, and just think about everything that I do have, I become less stressed. I become more blissful, just because I'm like, okay, this might be wrong, but I'm all right.
An attitude of gratitude.
Attitude of gratitude. So, that's one of my techniques I use. I like to meditate, and just actually, when I meditate, people like to say, "What do you do when you meditate?" Actually, when I meditate, I'm just thinking about how blessed I am and grateful I am, and I'm thinking about all my little things that I have: my kids, my wife, the ability to pay my bills, the ability to get to work, my health, all of those little things. I take it all in, and I be grateful for it.
I tell you one thing that I like to do, Ty, and this is just something new. I was telling my sisters, I said, I have learned that you have to value every day, because that might be your best day. Because today, you might have, I'm just going to say, maybe you got a headache. But then tomorrow you could be in a nursing home and don't even know you in the world. So that's what helps me. I find value in every day, no matter what I'm feeling like, no matter what's going on. I just try to get up, do something to help somebody else, and just go through my day like Ty was saying, feeling gratitude about the blessings that I do have, because I am blessed. I'm loved, I'm blessed. I got 2 beautiful little grandchildren. I got a gorgeous daughter, family that loves me and I love them. And I just find peace in that, and I know that I'm loved by God. I know that I'm highly favored. And, that's just me. But the same thing applies to you. God loves you. You are a child of God. You are God's creation, and you are loved. When you're stressed out, think about that. God loves you more than the angels. Now that's saying a lot. He said he loved man in his eyes is just a little lower than the angels. So think about that. You are loved.
You are loved.
You are appreciated.
I don't think no one is unloved. I think someone always has someone that, just think about the mother that gives birth. God loves you. Just think about someone everywhere has someone that loves them.
You are loved.
Yeah, I love everybody. If you don't have nobody that you can think of, Ty love you. I love you. That's right now. All right, you know, I love everybody.
Any kind of thing that you're going through, just live through it. You know, because I do believe that if you just live and go through life helping other people, when we take care of other people, God takes care of us. When I reach out to help somebody else along their way, God always helped me through my way. And that's just true. I'm not trying to be, you know, so holy and sanctified. That is actually true. If you reach out and help somebody, as God is my witness, God will help you, because we are his legs and his arms and his hands and his mouth. And the Bible says in the book of Matthew, when you come to giving, I'm talking about giving of your time, giving of your integrity, of your thoughts, of your intelligence, give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, shall he cause men to give in your bosom. Now, I know a lot of us country girls, we have picked salad. We call these turnip greens, or we call it salad. You get a little bag, you keep packing that bag, and you get home, it look like a little grocery bag, and you pour that stuff out, you got enough for 3 days. That's the way our blessings are. When you start giving of yourself, God turns around and just bless you abundantly. So that's what you do when you feeling like that the world is on you and your problems are too hard to solve. Start giving. Find somebody to love and take care of. You don't have to look far. There's a lot of people lonely. Call them. You know, somebody may need a couple of dollars. Spare it. You can't lose by giving. You'll never, ever outgive God. So just think about that's one way to alleviate the stress in your life, is start giving yourself away.
And since you said that, I don't want to get too off topic, but if you see someone that, you know, might be down, having a bad day, you know, don't add to their weight. Just give them some positive words.
Yes.
Hey, man, it'll be better tomorrow. You don't know. I know as men, you know, women, I say women, you guys get compliments all the time, right? If your man don't compliment, somebody gonna compliment you. If you're a woman, most of the time, most women gonna get complimented. Yeah, but as men, I do know that we don't get any. We get very few compliments.
Need to be built up.
We get very few compliments, or, you know, somebody saying, you know, it'll be all right, man. You know, as men, we, you know, judge each other off of what we're doing and things like that. We rarely, unless you're on a team or something, we rarely just get random, oh man, it's gonna be a better day. But you can give that to people. Yeah. I do that. I know I walk in the office, everybody could be down, but they know Ty coming, and oh, here he go. I don't care. I might be a little obsessive, but I'm like, hey man, it'll be all right.
But you believe that,
because I know most of the time we are not gonna get someone to say that. So don't look at someone like, what is wrong with that guy? Try to judge people off just what you see, because, you know, that guy could have a whole lot of stress on him, and you might work with him, or you just see him every day, but you don't really know their story. I like to say people only give you what they want you to see. Yeah. Just like, you know,
not the whole book, just a page at a time.
You might see me every day at work, but guess what? I'm only going to tell you what I want you to know. Yeah. You don't know my story. You don't know what I got going on. And I kind of remind myself of that, like when I have workers, right? I work people. So it's easy for me to say. Sometimes I get a little biased, but I got to remind myself that I don't really know that guy's story. So I see somebody coming in late every day. What are you doing, man? Why you always late? You know, in my mind, I just know you late every day. Every day you late. What you got? Why you always late? You know you're going to get fired. I could be thinking like that, but really, I don't know what he got going on. I don't know if he
might not have a car.
Yeah, might not have a car. Might have something going on at home with the kids. Could be taking care of an elderly person. I've had that. But I had to remind myself that, you know, when I'm working people, that they only give me what they want me to see. And, you know, that's everybody. I just see it a lot because I work people and I know that. So you can't really read too much into someone's story unless they give it to you.
You're not gonna get that whole book.
So
get a chapter at a time.
Yeah, so don't be too judgmental, but also, I don't know what you got going on, but you know, I hope you get it right. See, that's a different whole way I handle that. I don't know what you got going on, but I hope you get it right, because if it keep happening, this is gonna happen. It might make whatever you got going on worse. So, you know, I just think about stuff like that when I'm dealing with people, because I don't know that person's story.
And it's a job to handle people's hearts, because you never know when you may be the final straw. That's why I really believe that's why so many people, you know, go off with the shooting and road rage and this craziness, because, you know, you might, the one that cut you off and you give them the finger, that might be the last straw for that person.
Yeah, like I had a young guy on my team, and he's young, new. He just I ain't calling no names, but he's young, new. He learning new. So of course, you know, most of the time in my profession, people aren't good or really effective at their job until they've been doing it 2-3 years. So he's young, new, not really doing a great job. He's showing up, but not really doing a great job. So, you know, I gotta, you know, be on him about this, be on him about that. And then recently he had a heart attack at home. Young, I'm talking about like in his 20s.
Wow,
20, 21. But I know I don't never put too much pressure, but who knows if I could be that, like you said, that last straw. That you stress on this, and then you come see me, I'm stressing you at work.
You know, it's amazing. I was thinking about my grandson, my little oldest one, Zachy. And sometimes, you know, you can tell when he's got that last straw, when you take something that he wants. And I've noticed that you can turn the tide. You just got to be patient. Yeah. And, you know, get his mind on something else. And that could go for anybody. Get their mind on something. That's what motivates me. You know, help people through their rough moments. You know, it may be that they don't have enough money in the grocery store. That's a rough moment. You know, if you got a few extra, just, you know, what I got there, just put theirs with mine. Or, you know, tell an aging lady, you look so nice today. But, you know, get them past that moment of explosion. That's what I call it. And, you know, we can do that for anybody, not just the baby.
Yes.
But you can really do that. That's what motivates me.
Yes, touch someone. That's exactly what you're saying. Touch someone. You can touch someone in different ways, but be that positive, because, you know, you could be just like you could have been the one that pushed them over. You could be the one voice that they heard all day that pulled them back down. Yeah. You know, they could have been all day somebody bad, and then your one act of kindness could change their day and be like, you know what, it wasn't that bad. You know, your one little statement to them, hey, you know, tomorrow be better. Hey, you gotta, you know, count your blessings today.
I like what you're doing. I like how you did that. I like how you handled it. You know, that was cool. It doesn't have, you gotta stay with them 24 hours. Just one thing, one small statement or one act of kindness, like I said.
Your turn. They might think about that for the rest of the day. Just like, again, the little small things. You walking, you know, somebody could just like, I like those shoes. It'll make you feel good right then in that moment. And, it could make you feel good. Little things, little compliments and little things make people,
remember you. And it takes them back to a better time in their life. I can tell you one little thing. Like I said, I don't get to church now because of my disabilities. But, I still have people that'll come up to me, and I mean, this has been years. We like the way you taught. I remember this lesson, and it really makes me feel good. And it makes me feel like I'm doing something worthwhile.
Yeah.
And I try to give that back, in spades. I try to be complimentary, and if I can't be complimentary, I just leave it.
Again, we on YouTube and things like that. I don't know if any of y'all ever pay attention to the comments, but if you do, if you ever pay attention, we got some haters.
Yes,
sometimes you have people that are negative and just want to come and say something negative real quick and then go on about their business.
But what motivates that time? This about what motivates you. What motivates the negativity, the meanness? Why would you tell somebody that they...
I don't know, but I think some people might not really realize that they are being too negative. So at the end of the day, I always leave the same comment, and I leave if you're out in the comments, I leave this for good and bad. I said thanks for your comments, and I put the little bless sign, and I appreciate you, because even if you are having a bad day, cool, you got that negative energy with you, but guess what? I'm gonna give you some positive. Thank you for your comment. I appreciate you.
That's cool.
I'll see you next time. I'll go ahead and give you some positive, because I guess whatever you got going on over there is a little negative. I'm gonna give you this. I appreciate you.
Because a little bit of light will expel the dark. I don't care how dark it is outside. You get just a little light. Somebody gonna see that light.
Yeah, that's why I like to give them. Okay, you got a little negative going on with you. Cool. I appreciate you.
Thank you for your comment.
I appreciate
you. You don't have to tangle back with nobody.
No, I don't got time for it.
Thank you for your comment and keep on moving.
I appreciate you. I try not to tangle too much with people, but
because they could be right. It could be something you could learn from the negativity.
Yeah, I think you can. Sometimes we take constructive criticism as negative, but sometimes it's something that needed to be said. Somebody was brave enough to say it to you. I'm fine with that. But if you want to battle, go back and forth in comments. I ain't doing all that.
No, too much energy.
Too much energy. I'm too old to be battling somebody in comments.
We need that energy.
Oh, you got time for that? Leave that for them young folks.
Find somebody else.
Yeah, find somebody else to talk to, because I don't have to talk to you.
And like I said earlier, what motivates me is helping people. And I don't think going back and forth with somebody with some nonsense is actually helping anybody.
Nope.
Certainly not me.
I ain't got time for it. So, yeah. Just make sure you guys out there, if you are feeling stressed, back to the original topic, because we might have got a little off, but
I think we stayed on topic.
I think people need to hear sometimes just like I said, some encouragement sometimes, because sometimes people don't get encouragement like they should.
No.
So like I said, just remember, we love you if nobody else love you.
Yeah, and we speaking from the heart, man. We've been through a few things and know a little bit.
Yeah.
And trust, we are speaking from the heart, and we do know this. Somebody loves you.
Somebody love you. And make sure you touch someone, especially if you think that they might need. A lot of times you can see when someone is getting down and stuff like that. Just, give them a little boost up. Hey, tomorrow will be different.
I'll tell you this real quick, Ty. We was talking about motivation. And this is funny. It was years ago. I was in church, right? And it came time for offering. And just out of, no reason, I just handed my little friend $2, this little older lady. And she said, "Oh, how did you know?" I'm like, "God, I wish I had gave her 20, but just that little $2, it just lit her up." And I'm like, "God, I wish I had more to give her." But she was like, "How did you know?" And that just wanted to motivate me, like, "Lord, I wish I had 20 to give her." But
that might have been just a little spark that she needed, though.
Maybe so. But I never forget it. She was like, "How did you know?" I'm like, "Okay, I didn't know, but I just want to, love on you with a little something.
People gotta understand that God is busy, man. God is busy. So you can help him out. God ain't got to be the only person blessing people.
And
God
we
ain't got the only people. God got his hands full a lot of times. So you can bless people too. So,
we're children of God. And we're supposed to be Christ-like. That's what Christian means, to be Christ-like. And to be like Christ, not like Mike. Be like Christ and give of yourself. And that'll motivate you. And you'll be surprised at how good you'll feel. And how you'll get to a place to where nothing much shakes you, because you'll be so sufficient and you're just in yourself. And you know that you are loved. You'll be so, encouraged in your own self that you don't have to worry about, what somebody else think. You don't worry about that stuff anymore. You just give of yourself. You don't have to go around wondering, well, should I have done this or should I have do it? I don't know. I want to give her a little gift, but I don't know how she'll. Just do it. Better to bless somebody and get that blessing back, or just don't do it and then you don't get blessed, she don't get blessed or whatnot. Just love people.
Yep. So we appreciate y'all checking us out. Thank you again, Sandra, for being here.
For sure.
And stress less and stay blessed.
I like that.
Peace.